Benji,
What's going on, buddy?
what's going on, partner?
Nothing much, man. Sitting around being lazy.
That ain't no good.
Nah, got home from work. Been working all day.
I hear you. Well, long time no see. Glad to see you again, man.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to see you too. I ain't
Oh
seen
yeah,
you
man.
since East Lincoln last time we raced TT together.
Yep. Somebody was trying to call me, and we're still good though. Yeah, man. How you been doing?
I've been doing good. Still riding a little bit. Trying to ride a little bit. Been doing a little oval track racing and doing some indoor motocross.
That's good. That's good. Hey, so Benji, I'm trying to get more local riders out there on YouTube and let their name be known for who they are, what they do. You get more friends and you can interact with people a little bit better. So
Yeah.
why don't you tell us a little bit about you? What got you into racing? Why are you doing it? Stuff like that.
Well, my name is Vince James. I'm from Conover, North Carolina. I race motocross on the ATV side. Uh, Dibble and dabble a little bit on the TT a little bit. I really just wanted something to try, something different besides just motocross, just see if I like something different. If I ever decide to leave the motocross scene. But other than that, that's about it.
Benji, not many people know about TT racing. It's not very well known at what it used to be. If you want to give us an insight on what it is compared to motocross and the ATV part of the situation.
With the TT, I like it for the first time I've ever done it, and my first time ever seeing it was when I went to Black Ankle, and I actually seen one, and I said I want to try it, and I actually got to try one, and I did like it, but it was mostly I didn't have a TT bike to actually get the full effect of it. I've been using my MX bike to do some TT racing, and
Yeah.
it's just not set up. It's totally different than night and day difference between a TT bike and a motocross bike trying to do TT.
Yep. Some of the concepts are the same, but there's some concepts that's completely the opposite of what it would be in certain scenarios. What's it like going? Me and you, we've raced at Friendship, we've raced at East Lincoln. Tell these guys what it's like just holding it wide ass open, going around a dirt car track, man.
It's to me like on a motocross track, you can't. I mean, you've got some spots you can fifth gear pin, but you got to get back on the brakes real hard and back in the gas, back into it, downshift, and then back in the gas. On the TT side, it's balls to the wall, wide open. I mean, it just if you can handle the speed and you can handle it, it's wide open. I mean, it's adrenaline. I think it's more to me, it's the more of adrenaline. And I mean, it's just like you want to do it again and again and again, more and more and more. And the first time I did it, I mean, it was like, wow, I want to do this again. And like last year, I did more of that than I did on motocross side. And I'm like, everybody's like, where you been? When I go back to motocross race, I'm like, I've been dibbling and dabbling a little bit TT racing. I mean, if I ever decide to give up motocross, that's where I'll go to TT racing.
Yeah. There's a couple guys out there that actually do both. Chris Purchase, for example, he'll race a little bit of TT and then he'll do motocross and then he actually races dirt bikes as well. So, let's see. Let's hit on some key points about a little bit of the TT side of the fact. Who got you into it? Like who's really helped you learning on a TT bike?
Oh, my fault. On the TT side, Marty Bench has helped me out a lot with that. He kind of got me into it, and because he asked me one day, "So you want to do a TT race with us?" I said, "Sure." And he said, "I know it's going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm up for the challenge." I said, "If I don't like it, I don't like it, but I'm up for the challenge." I said, "I ain't gonna quit after just if I don't win, I don't win. I go out there and just see if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't." But like I said, the first time I did it was with y'all, with you and Marty and Michael and everybody down at Friendship and at East Lincoln. And after that, that was just I was hooked. It took me away from it then.
What was going through your mind whenever you seen my accident? I don't know if you were there and seen it in person, but I know you've seen some videos. You know, as soon as you pull up and you go to a track and you see something like that happen, and you're giving the sport a try for the first time, and you see that, what was going through your head?
I was like, "What happened? How?" And after I seen the bike, then I seen you, and I'm like, "What happened? How did it happen?" And because it kind of put me back to where like I was like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. Then Marty talked to me. He said, "Look, don't be discouraged." He said, "You'll be all right." He said, it was just a freak accident. I didn't wreck. But I think you wrecked right when I got there because I hadn't got there yet because I had work and I was on my way. And as soon as I got in the gate and got parked, y'all had just ran and you had just wrecked. And I was like, "What happened?" And it kind of scared me from really wanting to do it. I wanted to do it and I didn't want to do it. And I was like, well, then Marty kind of eased my mind a little bit on it. So I said, all right, I'll give it a try. But after I got out there, I mean, y'all were on slicks and I was on knobby tires. So it wasn't really advantage for me. It's more advantage for y'all. Because y'all was just they was just pulling away from me like I was still sitting still in quicksand.
Yeah. It's definitely scary, especially going on insides or just knowing your surroundings. You got concrete walls down on the inside, and you got concrete walls on the outside. And if you watch, and I'll put a short video on YouTube of the wreck that had happened, but you can see with the line choice that me and Marty were doing, and I think Michael hit it a couple times, but going down the back stretch, going into 3 and 4, we go high, cut down inside, go low, and then come out rolling straight past the front stretch wall. Dude, I mean, you could, if you were to put your elbows out a little bit closer, your elbows would scrape. That's adrenaline right there, man.
Oh, yeah. Then it's just like fifth gear pin, hold it wide open as fast as you hold it as much as you can get. Just hold it wide open.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this or not, but a couple years ago, Marty, Ben and Randy and JD Keller and a couple of the other TT guys, you know, they did a Bojangles summer shootout at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You know, that's TT racing on asphalt, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially that would be real fast. But if you mess up the wrong way on that, you would really, you know what I say, you're going to get hurt.
You're going to be a part of the track.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't going to have no uniform when you get done.
No. Tell us a little bit about the Western Carolina Flat Track Association. You know, Marty's the series owner and the top promoter for that series. Tell us what it's like racing in that series. What do you like? What do you don't like? If you don't like anything, you know, speak all about it. I mean, we're all ears here.
It's a good series. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I did this year was my first year. Well, last year was my first year doing it. And I wish we just had like more tracks than just the two we had. I really didn't care too much for Taylor's track because it was little choppy and ruddy for me to do a TT race on. Yeah. And I was like, no, I just deal with it. I mean, because I started out with it. I mean, I did on my knobbies the whole time. Then I went to finally like the last, I think 2 or 3 races. I got slicks, and we put a sway bar on my bike, and we tried to get it somewhat where I could be more competitive instead of me having to. I couldn't really run my bike like I wanted to because I had that big motor on my bike, and I couldn't really run it because when I hit the curves, it wants to lean with, it wants to roll, like it wants to come up with me when I hit the turns, and it just, I mean, it just scares me when you hit them turns like that, and you got so much speed going.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to talk about. It's just slipped my mind. Hold on a minute. I've done some research. I know one of your sponsors is Quad Stars. You know, Randy Jenkins. Tell us a little bit about what you do with the Quad Star Racing and how you got involved with it.
Well, the Quad Star Racing, we travel about all over the world. We do monster truck shows. We do Quad Star Racing with the monster trucks, and you get to travel around the world, get to see different places, meet, amazing people, and it's fun. It's amazing just to see like the little kids' face. You get to meet and greet them. It was one of them where Randy needed some riders, and he called me Marty called me, and I actually sat me down and on the phone talked to Randy, and me and Randy got talking, and he found out that one of the guys that rides for him, I race motocross with him and his son, and they're like my second parents to me. And when he found out that I knew them, and he just said, "All right, I'll take you." And once I did that first show, he told me, he said, "Look, I know you've never done one. Don't be nervous." He said, "Just go out there and just ride your race," and he said, "Just have fun." And I did that, and he's like, "Okay." He said, "You can come with me every time any race we're going to go to. You're more welcome to come." So I've been doing that with him for a while now.
Yeah, I know. I think it was at Shelby Fairgrounds. Me and you had a little good race going. You know, I got a little bit locked up on you though, but hey, Rubbin's racing, and it puts on a good show for the fans, especially the kids, man. But the kids go berserk. You know, during the meet and greets and stuff. You know, you have those fans, man. I hope you beat him. I hope you do this and that.
Yeah, know? I like to meet and greet because I like to meet the kids, meet with the kids because it makes their day because they want to get pictures made with you and all that stuff. Want you to sign autographs, and then it makes me feel good because they think that we're top-notch superstars and stuff, and I'm like, hey, you gonna think I'm not gonna think you no different.
I can understand that completely. That's something that me and Marty, before you got onto the team, especially with going around the oval tracks, we did our first one at Friendship, and the crowd's response was overwhelming, and it was it was an eventful night. Marty's tire had actually fell off going down 1 and 2. His lug nuts came off, and I remember when they threw the caution, I'm thinking in the back of my head, "Damn it, Marty!" And then I finally catch up, and I see just a tire bouncing in front of me, and I'm like, "Oh!" I see Marty over there just, stuff like that. It's scary. We've had some eventful races, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to bring up the past, but there was a dangerous situation that happened. 21, but anyways, what's your goals for this year, man?
Goals this year is I want to race a whole lot more this year than I did last year, and do a lot of more Quad Star shows and try to do more. I want to try to do more motocross than anything this year. Get myself back to where I was at, and try to win me a couple more championships, either on the TT side or on the motocross side. And make a whole lot more friends than what I did last year. It's nothing like going to a racetrack and you can sit back and just have somebody to sit back and talk to, cut up, act the fool with, then if you need something, they're there for you. They need something, you're there for them. If they go out and have an accident, you can go help them. If you have an accident or need something, they're there for you. I mean, that's the best thing. I mean, to me, I love going to motocross race and just cutting up, having fun, and just playing with the little kids.
Yeah. Let's see what other topics. Have you given thoughts? You know, they got the amateur race at Loretta's for ATVs. Is that something that's on your bucket list?
I've been Loretta's 3 times since I've been racing. I've been there 3 times. The first year I went on a bone stock Honda. Got my butt kicked, handed to me because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Then I went back the second time. My bike was a little bit just wider than, but I didn't have all the stuff I got on it now. Then I went back the third time. I was getting ready to pass for the lead in my class and been jumping the jump all day, hit the jump, shocks preloaded, slung me off the bike, and my foot got caught between the radiator and the Nerf bars and drugged me and left me with a big old strawberry down my arm. And like I tell people, if you ain't never been, it's experience. It's experience to go. I mean, I loved it. I mean, I'll probably do it again this year. That'd be one of my things I want to do. One race I do want to do again this year.
Now, I know this is kind of a touchy subject for some people, but I know with the Shoals training facility for motocross, they run some races where it's like part hare scramble and then it's motocross, like a GP race.
Yeah.
You know, with Black Ankle coming into the scene, what if they were to somehow, like for a big race, make the TT track go with the motocross track and still run it with the TT?
I'll do it.
You would do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. I want to go down there. And try the motocross track out because, I mean, the only thing I don't like really is there's really not, close to me, there's really no tracks that's allowing quads to ride besides Black Ankle. And it's just like 2.5 hours drive from me.
Yeah.
I mean, like all the tracks now are just doing away with quads and it's just going straight dirt bike only.
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to work on my local track here at the house at Daniels Ridge, see if I can get back there. That's where I first started out racing at, was there.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to work on with the owner to see if I can, if some of us can come back over there and just start, I don't know, like I said, I just want to go get seat time. I don't care if you don't let us race, let's get some seat time at least.
Yeah. Are there any shout out sponsors that you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll give a shout to Quad Star, Randy Dinkins, Billy Warren at Bluff City Marble, Marty Bench at 44 Outlaw Speed Shop, Elker Suspension. I mean, I got a list. I mean, I'm not gonna sit go through all my sponsors and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like Sandy and Hank DeHart, they always be, that's my second family, it's me, because they are always there. If I have an accident or something, she's first one there to me to make sure I'm okay. If I've got a concussion, she won't let me lay down, go to sleep or nothing. She's there. She's undressed me quite many times at wrecks I've had. And I'm like, I couldn't do it. Like she didn't have to do, they don't have to do that, but I mean, I love them to death. So I mean, like I said, they take real good care of me. I mean, I can ask for all my good sponsors I've got to help me. That helps me along the ways.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to in this season coming up? And the new tracks, traveling, like what?
I'm gonna do a lot of traveling this year, but I want to go to the newest track. I think I want to go to is at 221.
It's
I haven't been
awesome.
there yet. I was gonna go last year, and something came up where I didn't get to make it because they had a race down there, and I didn't get to make it. And I want to go, but like I said, Muddy Creek's one of my favorite tracks. So I mean, I like that track. It's just I've got a little how you would say, I got to get a little redemption there because that's where I broke my ankle at there. So I
Yeah.
mean, I got to get a little redemption there, get my wheels back up under me. It's just something where you get hurt one time, you get away that track again, and you're just not the same as you used to be. So I got to go back there and get that out from under my belt. But yeah, new tracks. I want to go 221. I definitely want to go to Black Ankle and do. Hopefully they put a race on down there or something. I want to go there and try their track out. Then I want to go to. I think we're gonna do some like Birch Creek, Lake Sugar Tree, Cabbage Creek.
Are you going to do Travelers Rest this year?
No, I've heard too many bad things about that track. But I don't know. I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna say yeah. We probably will, because I got another buddy of mine. He's back racing. He's raced since I raced with his whole family ever since he was 3, and he took like a year, 2 years off, 2 or 3 years off, and then finally he come back to racing, and he wants to start back racing. I said, well, we'll do it again. So now he's talking his dad into coming back out. So it'll be interesting because I told him, I said, well, if he don't get his dad back out to race with us, it'll just be me and him and Marty. Well, so.
Well, where do you see the future of ATV racing 5-10 years from now?
I hope it keeps going strong. I hope it picks back up and goes back strong like it used to be. Because I remember when I first got into it, it wasn't nothing going to a track. You see a full gate. Every class was a full gate of ATVs. And then like you got now, it's like when you go to a race now, they don't have youth racing no more. The only time youth get the races is they go to like Loretta's. And I'm like, where's or ATV Nationals? And like I said, they don't even have youth races for the kids no more. I mean, a lot of kids don't. I talked to one guy, he told me his son hates dirt bikes. He's got 2 brand new dirt bikes. He said they can go ride. He said as soon as they get home, he'll go jump on his quad and take off. He will not. He said he hates dirt bikes with passion. He said he'll rather race his quad and do anything else. And I'm hoping that it'll pick back up eventually with this economy. Way the COVID hit, and I think it really took a toll. Everybody not wanting to come out and race. Then some people some said they just get burnt. They just burnt out, and some just don't even want to race at all.
Yeah. Well, Benji, I appreciate you coming on here and talking to me, and maybe I'll be able to line up with you on the gate a couple times this year. I know y'all going to Lake Sugar Tree Sunday. I got Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. I think practice is Saturday, race is Sunday.
No, they have races both days.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like they do in Ashford, Victor Sports.
Okay.
So the flip flop. Victor Sports is Friday and Saturday, and Lake Sugar Tree Saturday and Sunday race.
All right.
Race days.
Well, I may be out there, maybe not on a quad, but I may be out there. We'll see. But I definitely hope that, man, you can line up on a quad again. We'll get with Marty and see where we can go with that, man. But I appreciate you coming on here and talking, and be looking forward to doing some more videos with you.
Oh, thank you. I hope you can come, maybe go with us to Birch Creek when they got that big ATV TT race at Birch Creek.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a nice track to go to.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate it, Benji.
All right, thank you. All right, bye-bye.